Let's do a little experiment with Sea Buckhorn Extract and Orchid Extract in cold process soap. If you're new here, my name is Heather. I'm a soap maker in Alberta, Canada. I have my Bachelor of Science and I'm also a Red Seal trained hairdresser. I love all things science and soap, and I'll be sharing lots more little soaping tips and tricks and little ins and outs of things I've discovered. So if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more soap science. So first I'm adding the Sea Buckhorn Extract. This was a powder that I rehydrated. Sea Buckhorn is a small shrub that the extract has antioxidant properties, it improves softness of the skin, and it also slows the signs of aging. And then I'm just adding the orchid extract as well. And this is a hydration extract. So this will help keep water in the skin and help keep the skin super moisturized and hydrated. I've never used either of these extracts before, so I don't know if they are going to discolor at all in the final loaf. I really wanted to do a in the pot swirl pattern. So here I am pouring one into the other, because for an in pot swirl, we add the two together, mix them a little bit, and then pour it into the loaf. You can see I'm folding it in, fold it in, David. And I don't want the two to completely mix, but I do want some cute little swirls. The fragrance oil I used for this soap is called Be Joyful from Windy Point. It does discolor to a tan, so it'll be interesting to see if in the final loaf these two colors stay separate or if they just kind of mesh together. So we're just going to fold it in a little bit more, and then we'll pour it into the soap mold. It looks like the two colors are going to show up, but we'll have to see when everything's cured. So cold process soap takes 4 to 6 weeks to cure. Generally, the saponification reaction is complete after 24 hours or so, but the soap has to dry out still. So if you let it dry for 4 to 6 weeks, the bar will be a little bit harder and it will last quite a bit longer. Different soaps have different curing times. Doing a pure Castile, which is olive oil soap, you have to let it cure for about 6 months because olive oil is a liquid soap. So the bar soap that you create with it is a very, very soft bar. Okay, so I'm gonna get every last little bit of the soap batter into the mold and just even things out again. I always bang my loaves on my working bench to get some of the bubbles. It helps the bubbles rise to the top. So just cleaning up the mold because I don't like to do a whole lot of piping or add any extra batter so that the soap kind of goes outside the mold, because I do like to process my soap with a lid on it. It helps keep a little bit of the heat in, which just helps the colors be a little bit more vibrant. Lots of tapping. So I'm doing another cool little design on top. I've never done anything like this. I'm not sure why I had the idea to do it, but I've been getting on board with some of the soap tops I've been doing, so why not? Okay, the moment of truth. Fast forward. It was about 36 hours this time, and we get to unmold. So at first look, it looks like the colors stayed separate. Yay! So I'm just pulling the mold apart, trying to add a little bit of air inside so that it'll come out. It's pretty satisfying. Seeing the mold pull away from the soap. There we go. All right, first chop. Here we go. Amazing. See, you can see the swirls. So these little end pieces I'll throw into my imperfects bin, which is a bin that I sell by the pound. So because I like to do little experiments like this with my soap, they don't always turn out, but the soap is still really perfectly good to use. So that's when I came up with the idea to have an imperfects bin, so that people that want to use cold process soap but don't necessarily want a pretty bar have the opportunity to purchase it at a little bit of a cheaper price. And then it allows me to play around and experiment and still recoup some of my costs. Now, the color can still change during the curing period. So after 4 weeks, the soap might be completely brown. I will do another video then just to see. You can kind of see on the outside of the soap how there's a little bit of discoloration, like almost like a picture frame. The discoloration works its way into the bar because it's as the soap gets oxidized, it changes color. So I'm guessing that there will be a little discoloration, but it's hard to tell whether or not they will still have enough of a contrast to show the pattern or not. What do you guys think? Would you ever use either of these extracts in your cold process soap? Or would you try a bar of soap with either of these extracts in it? Let me know in the comments, and let me know if there's any other botanicals or extracts that you want me to test out in my cold process soap recipe. Thank you so much for watching, and again, if you enjoyed my video, took away any little tips, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I've got lots more coming. Thanks, you guys.